Hi, all. My name is Mary. I have just perfect, gorgeous, and healthy hair. And not just on my head. I'm actually talking about my eyebrows and eyelashes. My parents gifted me with great genetics. My hair is now below my knees. There's just one but. I've been wanting to cut my hair off for a long time. It's been bothering me a lot. I can't sleep well. It clings everywhere. If I don't have it in a tight bun. Besides, it is very heavy. Recently, I saw a haircut in a magazine, a very short one, and I fell in love with the image, especially since the girl in the picture looked so much like me. When I think about changing my hairstyle, I have a terrible picture in my mind from my childhood. When I was 5 years old, my mother took me to the hairdressers. I didn't want to cut off my beautiful hair, so I twirled like a whirligig. At the same time, the hairdresser tried to do her job and cut my ear with the scissors. There was a lot of blood. My mother and I left there with a scandal, and I never went to that place again. As you can imagine, it was severe psychological trauma, and the same fear now prevents me from getting rid of my hair. Also, it brings me a good profit. Of course, I don't sell it for wigs. Just the other day, I was approached on the street by a very handsome guy. As it turned out later, Maverick is the son of the director of a large company that makes hair care cosmetics, and he offered me and my hair to be the face of their company.
Your hair is just gorgeous. I noticed you in the crowd right away. Say yes.
I don't know. I've never worked as a model. Honestly, I was going to cut it off soon.
That's just a crime. You shouldn't do that. We're willing to pay you a lot of money. How much do you want?
Well, I'm thinking $5,000 a week.
I'll pay you more if you can start today.
It's not every day you get an offer like that, and I understood that and immediately said yes. Later, Maverick sent a message that a car and driver would come to pick me up at 7 p.m. and take me to the right place. Of course, I was a little apprehensive. The first man I met, apparently rich, had offered me a job. Or maybe it was dangerous. But my curiosity got the better of me. At 7 sharp, I was ready for the meeting. I put on my best dress and braided my long hair. An expensive black car pulled up in front of my house. We drove for a long time. The road was deserted and dark. It looked like we were driving somewhere out of town. I was just starting to feel uncomfortable when I heard,
"We're here,"
from the driver's seat. I got out of the car and was just in shock. The place seemed fabulous, unreal to me. There was a huge mansion in front of me, like an ancient castle. I wondered what kind of Dracula dwelling this was. What if something were to be done to me? But my thoughts were interrupted by Maverick, who came out to meet me.
"Mary, hello. I'm pleased to welcome you to my family estate."
Honestly, I was a little scared. I thought I was about to be taken to some strange place.
I apologize if you were afraid.
It's okay. Well, how can you get mad or offended when such beautiful gray eyes look back at you? We went inside. It was so beautiful. Huge, shiny chandeliers everywhere, wooden and expensive furniture. Everything was tastefully designed. Maverick took me downstairs to the basement. It turned out that he had set up a special room there for photo shoots, professional equipment, and lots of people who worked there.
Just recently, my father let me work in the firm and commissioned me to promote a cosmetics line for hair.
So I just have to pose for pictures?
That won't be enough. Such gorgeous hair has to be seen by everyone. We'll use you for TV commercials as well.
And that's where my career started. For a while, I even forgot that I wanted to cut my hair. Maverick admired it so much. He even looked at me like I was an angel. I started spending a lot of time with him, during and after work. That's how I knew I was in love and I wanted to be with him forever. But later, a series of strange events began happening. Okay, they weren't just strange, they were frightening. One day after filming, I went into my dressing room and saw a sign on the mirror that said, "Stay away from Maverick." I was completely puzzled. What did it mean? I didn't tell anyone at the time what had happened, but I looked more closely at Maverick. There was nothing unusual about his behavior. He was as beautiful and gallant as ever. We went on dates, went for walks, and spent a lot of time together. One day I decided to talk to him about the fact that I wanted to cut my hair.
Why? It's so beautiful. Especially if you cut it off, how will you advertise our product?
You only like my hair? Or maybe you think that girls with short hair don't need care?
That's not what I mean. Why get rid of something that makes you money and makes you special?
That night, I didn't tell him anything else, but I realized he was only attracted to my hair, and what I was so proud of became even more of a drag for me. Since that conversation, Maverick and I had grown distant. We talked less, and he even started missing days of filming. It was like he was trying to avoid me. But his assistant Erica was around a lot. I never liked her. I felt like she looked at me as the enemy, but there was no reason for that. I became terribly jealous, so I decided to completely ignore Maverick.
Are you doing this out of spite?
What?
You ignore me. You ignore me all the time.
You chose to ignore me yourself.
I needed time to think, and I realized that I like you, and not because of your beautiful hair, but because you're a wonderful person, and I feel good around you.
Naturally, all doubts immediately receded into the background. After that photo shoot, Maverick took me home. When I started to walk inside, I noticed a strange figure in the shadows, but I didn't pay attention. Then, when I opened the door, I felt a blow to my head, and everything fell into darkness. I woke up in the hospital. My head was killing me, and Maverick was sitting next to me. I could see he was worried sick. I was getting scared for myself. Good thing it wasn't anything serious, and I got better quickly. Everyone assumed that they were just trying to rob me, but the neighbors scared them off. After treatment, I went back to work. Everything went on as usual, except that I had a constant feeling of anxiety. For some reason, I felt like I was being watched. After another day of work, I went into my dressing room. I heard that someone locked the door from outside. I started knocking and shouting, but no one came. I got scared, so I started calling out for Maverick. Silence. What on earth is going on here? Then the lights went out, and I was left in complete darkness, and I could smell something burning. A fire! God, how am I going to get out of here now? I kept pounding on the door, and the smoke was beginning to seep through the cracks. I couldn't breathe. Somehow, I managed to find a small ventilation grate. I couldn't help it. It was the only way to escape. I climbed up on a chair to reach the opening, and I almost made it, except I got my hair caught in it. I don't know what it was. There was so much smoke. To escape, I had to take scissors from the table and cut it off. I managed to break free. I ended up in the photography studio with all the staff and Maverick running around. He was screaming for me, looking for me with his eyes, and when he saw me, he ran up and gave me a big hug.
Are you all right? I was afraid you were hurt.
Someone had locked the dressing room door. I couldn't get out.
Oh my God, why would somebody lock you in there?
I don't know, and I'm really scared. What's going on?
A fire started. Someone in the hallway threw a cigarette butt into the trash can that was right outside the dressing room. I started looking for you, but I couldn't find you. The door was locked, so I thought you'd gone outside.
He hugged me even tighter, and I didn't let go all night. Later, when security started checking the surveillance video, it all made sense. It turned out that Erica had set the fire. I couldn't understand why she was so mad at me. Maverick told me that after she was confronted with evidence, she admitted that she'd been in love with him for a long time, and she'd always hoped that they could be together, until I showed up. So Erica decided to eliminate me, trying to build her beautiful future that way.
Not only did that crazy woman almost kill you, set fire to our office, what did she do to your gorgeous hair?
I'm not worried. Besides, I wanted to change my hair.
I understand, and I love you anyway. So let's go to the salon and get you the haircut you want.
Now I'm promoting a line of short hair care cosmetics, and I like my new look better than the previous one. my hair is still perfect. Tell me guys, did you like my story? Write your opinion about it in the comments below the video. Don't forget to like it, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.